What is going on YouTube? My name is Bancroft. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going over, well, the regional cards for Masters. They were announced a couple days ago, and I just want to get, oh my gosh, words. I want to get into it. So yeah, we're going to start with the first one. Oh yeah, before all of that, of course, if you enjoy this content, like button stuff, down below. All right. So the first one I want to kind of go over was one, as soon as I saw it, I was super excited, primarily for one reason and one reason only. It's a 4-cost battle card that for 1 energy can play it. You can play it for 1 energy, and then it can neg a card for 20,000 power. And normally you go cooler. I go prison. I'm a huge fan of Frieza Prison. I like that deck a lot, and I'm always looking for more 4-drop cards to kind of put into that deck, or more obviously. But yeah, so SS Vegeta, competitive Saiyan Spirits. Does have a permanent. This card gets plus 5,000 power for each card in your energy, which is really good because it's a 10k card naturally. So, like, depending on what turn you're on, turn 4, it's now a 30k card. Turn 6, if you go that far, it's a 40k. So it just depends on how far you go into the match, which is pretty awesome. And activate battle limit 1 for 1 red energy. If your leader is red or a Gogeta BR card and you have 2 or more energy, you play this card from your hand. This is activate battle, which means you can do it during your turn or your opponent's turn. And then when this card is played during your turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and gets minus 20,000 power for the turn, which is super exciting. But this card is really good for its defensive play. If it's your opponent's turn, choose up to one of your red cards and it gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. It's red Senzu. Now, great, you're not resending any energy, but innately, depending on what the situation is, especially if you're playing a Z leader who is 20k, which is already a struggle for sometimes. It's like, oh, I have a 15k leader. I'm swinging into a 20k Z leader. I have to combo up just to get over. They just go, yeah, I'm going to do this. Boom. And for the rest of the turn, it's now a 25k. And even if you go any higher, it's still the same thing, which is pretty awesome. Which is why it doesn't have a combo power, just because on its play in your opponent's turn, it gets that 5k to your leader potentially naturally. So yeah, this is super exciting. Absolutely love this card. I think this is probably what most people are going to go after, or at least want to get. Yeah. And also got an alt art version of this card, which is pretty cool. Continuing the red route, we have a fan favorite, which I absolutely love this deck, and it's SS Broly, Well-Honed Saiyan Instincts. It is for the Broly swap deck. And yeah, I know from our locals, Jason also is a big fan of this deck. So like getting this card shown is like, oh, this is exciting. So swap 6, so it's a 5 cost, so you go from the 4 to the 5 to the 6. It does not make your opponent warp cards like the old one does, which is fine, but it does have a swap 6 for 1 red energy if you have if you have 3 or more energy and you can't play battle cards with 40,000 power for or more for the turn. Mono red Broly BR energy cost 6. So pretty much you can't go into your secret rare afterwards if you're playing the Broly secret rare, which yeah. Auto, when this card is played though, you switch your red Broly BR leader to active mode. Then you choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 2,000 power for the turn, which is a good trade-off, not causing your opponent to warp a card, because the leader on the Broly, yeah, I just want to double check I was right. Yeah, so the leader has a permanent. If you have a red Broly BR card in play, this card gains crit. So most likely if you're doing the chain, you already have the crit innately. Then you swing, boom, then you play the 5-drop, you restand this leader, and you swing again. And keep in mind, this doesn't say anything about negating the leader's skills by any means. So when you restand your leader to active mode and you attack again, you get the auto once more, because the auto isn't a once per turn thing, isn't a limit thing. So when this card attacks, draw 1 card, then you get plus 5k. So it's another 20k crit that you're swinging at your opponent's lead that drew you a card, which is just really good. Yeah, super excited for this one as well. Like I said, I'd rather get the Vegetas over this one, but if I get this one, I'm not disappointed by any means. Going into the next one, SS Rose Goku Black. This is we'll say an interesting one. So activate main for 1 blue energy. If your leader is a blue Goku Black Z leader, you draw 1 card and play this card from your hand, place up to 2 cards from your life into your drop. Then at the end of the turn, you add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life for each card you place in your drop by the skill. So at every turn, if you place 2 cards, you get to put 2 cards back into your life. And then also, like, if you take 1, yada, yada, yada. The reason you do this is because this particular Z leader that it's referring to, SS Rose Goku Black Dark Purple Sickle has an activate battle skill once per turn. If your life is 2 or less and you have a Goku Black in your Z energy, this card gains plus 5,000 power and double strike for the battle. So it's one of those things where if you pay the 1 energy to play this card, cool, you get the draw. You go down to like 2 life, and then your opponent knows, okay, cool, just negate the next attack. I think this might have been better as an activate battle skill, kind of get that surprise double strike. Because, like, you know, if your opponent's at 2 life naturally with this leader, you go, oh, yeah, I'm just going to be careful on this attack because they could just proc double strike whenever they want. So, activate main, boom, it's on board, it's ready to go. That's pretty nice. The secondary activate main on this card is that if your leader is a blue Goku Black card and you don't have a Zamasu card with Indestructible in play, add this card from your hand to your Z energy, add up to 1 blue Zamasu card with energy cost 6 or 7 from your deck to your hand, shuffle your deck. Then the next time you would play a Zamasu Serving Justice from your Z deck during this turn, reduce that card's energy cost by 1. And just as a reminder, that Pythian Z leader is naturally a 3-cost card, so by kind of doing this whole cycle, you're allowing yourself to get the unison out on the board sooner than later, which is not bad. Moving over to Cell Completed Metamorphosis. Wasn't a big fan of this deck, but hey, it got more support. It's Deflect, Double Strike. The Activate Mainless card for 1 green energy. It's limit 1, which is great. You place 1 card from your hand, the bottom of your deck. Play this card from under a Cell return of Ultimate Life Form. So cool. It's for 1 energy, you're playing the 6-drop, and the leader benefits on you on its swings, putting cards underneath it to draw 2 cards. But when this card is played, when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Then play up to 1 green Cell of energy cost of 1 from your drop. Pretty much allows you restart your chain pretty much. So you go back into the 4 and 8 drop or whatever chain you're trying to play. Then auto, when this card in your hand is placed under your green Cell leader, add up to a total of 2 Android 17, 18, and or Cell cards, all green with energy cost of 1 from your deck to your hand. Then place 1 card from your hand into your drop, then you shuffle your deck afterwards. So it just allows you to set things up. Like this card in itself allows you to set up a deck that I felt like already had all of that going on for it. So yeah, this is just really good if you played Ultimate Lifeform. So yeah. And last, we got the SS Son Goku Fulfilling a Promise. This goes back to Dripku, which is the Unison-based Son Goku. So auto limit 1 for 1 yellow energy. If your leader is yellow and you have 2 or more energy at the end of the battle in which this card was used in a combo from your hand, you play this card from your drop. Now, when this card is played, you place up to 1 yellow unison from your deck into your drop. Shuffle your deck. Then for each yellow unison in your unison area and drop it, choose one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards and KO it. So, and yeah, you can play this in other decks, obviously, if you're playing a unison-based deck that it's not a Z unison. So that way you're putting like unisons into your drop. You could possibly pop, 1 to 3, even more, like say if you're playing the Dripku deck. So yeah, this is really fun. It doesn't specify whose turn, so you can do this in your opponent's turn. Especially like granted, after they have attacked a card, battle's over with, so then you get to do this whole chain. So you can't do it to interrupt a battle, but it's still pretty nice to kind of get rid of problematic cards, especially if they don't have barrier. And this one also got an alt art as well. So yeah, sorry, I was wrong. There's one more card after this. I always forgot about Son Gohan, Life or Death Battle. This is for the Yellow Pickle SH, which I think was set 19? I don't remember. It's 18 or 19. But it's dual attack. It's 15k, it's a 5-drop. If your leader is Yellow Pickle SH card, when this card attacks or is used in a combo, use up to 1 Master Teachings card with 5,000 combo power from your drop combo. So it just helps you kind of get cards moved from one area to your Z energy, which is kind of nice. Activate main for 1 yellow energy. If your leader is a Yellow Pickle SH card and you have 3 or more energy, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand. Then the secondary activate main for 1 yellow energy. Place this card in your drop. Play up to 1 yellow Master Teaching card with energy cost of 8 from your hand. Then choose one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards and KO it. And this was a very interesting deck if I recall correctly. Because I think kind of had to go up the chain, but it wasn't like a swap engine. It was kind of like using the card skills to, I think, remove them and play another one if I recall correctly. But ultimately, if you have 3 energy, You pay 1 to play this card, get the attacks out of it, get the combos, get the ramp on your Z energy going, which is pretty nice. Then turn around, activate main, pay 1 more energy, and just play the 8-drop afterwards, which is even better. And then you get to, entry cost 8 for your hand, then choose one of your opponent's press my battle cards and KO it. So it also snipes a card, which is really great. For the rest of kind of the regional cards you can pull, we have a reprint of Pan Grandfather Strength, which is a great red tech. If you boost a card, neg a card by 20k, draw a card, pretty good. The SS Gogeta Light and Shiny Through Hell. It's a Z leader for the set 22 Gogeta deck. Goku's Kamehameha Deflection, just a good negate that could pop a battle card and cost 4 or less. We have a reprint of the SSB Son Goku versus Golden Frieza Spirit Clash. And then we have Dark King Mecha Final Battle at Hand. So yeah, and then those are other cards you can possibly pull. So yeah, that's those new promo ones. Wouldn't mind getting at least 3 of those. Wouldn't be a problem if I pulled any of them, but obviously Vegeta. I think the order is like Vegeta, Broly, then the Goku. Well, let me know what your top 3 of pulling is in the comments down below. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and bye.